I'm going to completely revamp my breastfeeding routine today and see if it really makes a difference. Let's get into it. Breastfeeding is an incredible way to bond with your baby and provide them with the nutrients they need to thrive. But sometimes it can feel like a chore. If you're feeling stuck in a rut or just not seeing the results you want, it may be time to refresh your breastfeeding routine. By making a few simple changes, you can experience the benefits of breastfeeding for both you and your baby. Breastfeeding challenges can come in many forms. Maybe you're struggling with a low milk supply and you're worried that your baby isn't getting enough to eat. Maybe breastfeeding is just plain uncomfortable and you're dealing with nipple soreness or engorgement. Or maybe you're just having trouble establishing a feeding frequency that works for you and your baby. Whatever the challenge, it can be frustrating and overwhelming. One of the biggest challenges I faced when I started breastfeeding was figuring out how to get my baby latched on correctly. I remember feeling like I was all thumbs, and I just couldn't get the hang of it. It took a lot of patience and practice, but eventually we got the hang of it. Another challenge many of us face is dealing with criticism or negative comments from others. Whether it's a family member, friend, or even a stranger, it can be really discouraging to hear negative feedback about something that's already challenging. In addition to these emotional challenges, there are also physical challenges to contend with. Breastfeeding can be painful, especially in the early days, and it's normal to feel overwhelmed by the demands of caring for a new baby. And then there are the logistical challenges, like figuring out how to breastfeed in public or how to express milk when you're away from your baby. It's a lot to navigate, and it's no wonder that many of us feel like giving up. Despite the challenges, breastfeeding is worth it. Not only does it provide your baby with the perfect food, but it also has a range of benefits for you, from helping with postpartum healing to reducing your risk of certain diseases. So what can you do to overcome the challenges and experience the benefits of breastfeeding? One of the most important things you can do is to make sure you're getting your baby into a good position. This means supporting their neck and back and helping them get a good latch. This can take some practice, so be patient and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Another key thing is to establish a good feeding frequency. This will help your baby get the milk they need and can also help you avoid engorgement and other discomforts. In addition to positioning and frequency, there are a few other things you can do to enhance your breastfeeding experience. One is to pay attention to your diet and make sure you're getting the nutrients you need to produce a healthy supply of milk. This can include foods rich in protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and other essential nutrients. Another thing you can do is to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water and other fluids. One of the most impactful changes you can make to your breastfeeding routine is to seek out support. This can come in many forms, from a lactation consultant to a breastfeeding support group. Having a community of people who understand what you're going through can make all the difference and can help you stay motivated and committed to your goals. Another key thing is to be flexible and to be willing to make adjustments as needed. This might mean changing your feeding schedule or trying out a new position. By making a few simple changes, you can experience the benefits of breastfeeding for both you and your baby. Whether it's seeking out support, adjusting your feeding schedule, or just paying attention to your diet, there are many things you can do to enhance your breastfeeding experience. So what are you waiting for? Take the first step today and start experiencing the benefits of breastfeeding for yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's been your biggest breastfeeding challenge, and how did you overcome it? Don't forget to tune in next time, when we'll be sharing even more breastfeeding tips and tricks.